should be our last. This should be our last podcast. We left the listeners off with a little contest. Whoever recognizes us first at O'Kelly's on Tuesday night, and
Not one. One. I guess there's one that recognized you.
Yeah, I mean, Miss Regret, but she's playing. She's become Miss Hard to Get, and she's about to be Miss Forget. So, you know what? This girl. You win some, you lose some, right?
This girl, though, she's trying to fluster you all night.
Oh yeah.
She's playing that game, and you just stand strong.
I know. I'm staying strong.
I appreciate your effort.
Yeah, ball's in her court. She's scared to dribble it out. Let's go. Next topic.
Javo, I'm wondering if you saw the flyers around campus, because quite the controversy is brewing around CMU, around Central Michigan Life, because of these flyers promoting Project 989. And there's
Were you responsible for these whatsoever?
No, I didn't put any of these flyers up, but I thought they were great.
I think Stevens was the brainchild of it all.
He is like a mastermind kind of, he's very creative. These flyers were, they were just shout-outs.
We've got tons of tips in our inbox about, where they've seen them. I mean, we're talking UC Library, Moore Hall.
The rumor has it that there was 2 per floor in Beddoes, Sweeney.
Yeah,
and,
across from Mirrors usually. But yeah, they've been lauded. Their creative context has been lauded by. We love our fans, right? Anything they can do.
We appreciate their effort, but I'll tell you who doesn't is corporate.
Corporate doesn't like anything. Corporate doesn't like having a good time.
And I'll say this too: the CMU employees are saying that it's taking the paint off the walls. You know what, guys? We're gonna ask you to stop. We love you. We're gonna ask you to stop.
CMU has been taking paint off my walls for the last 4 years. All right, so they can
take a little back.
Yeah, right.
Take a little back.
But I thought the most interesting.
What is that?
That was easy.
You know what that is?
I think that was the most interesting tip we got in our inbox was this whole Staples thing.
Yeah. Talk about it a little bit.
Apparently, some of our fans, and we can't confirm this is true or false, just hearsay. But some of our fans, apparently, some of our fans told us that they went to Staples, and Staples is bringing us the podcast. Free pub. Young, nice man, about 6'2", brown hair, named Brian. Brian, firm handshake.
Really nice guy.
I think it was Brian Taylor or something. But but this is we don't have any record
I don't have anything to do with it. We appreciate what you did. Fenech doesn't have anything to do with it. Javo does not know anything. But please, guys, just take it easy until we can figure this out.
Not Kaminsky, but Stevens is my main culprit.
Okay, all right.
I'm sure he's behind it in some way.
Yeah, he's behind everything.
Let's get into the sports world a little bit. First, let's start with CMU. Let's give the shout out to CMU. And, a couple quick hitters before we go into the basketball games tonight. One, there may be an announcement coming regarding the CMU men's basketball team from corporate sports editor Aaron McMahon. I cannot say on the show. You're going to be wondering what it is.
I can say, all right, so apparently all right, never mind.
Yeah, you can't do that. But
Did I get you guys kind of nervous?
But keep checking the website because we got something big. And maybe even more important than that, because I heard whatever that is, it's not that big of a deal, if you know what I'm saying. Matt Burning, Fridays with Fenech and Stover. He's on the show tomorrow. This guy is like a German hitman.
That was easy.
He's like a hitman, only he's a linebacker. Going pro, trying to make it.
That was a fail. I tried to time that.
You didn't time it well, but Burning's on the show. Now let's go.
I stuck it up to the mic so you could see it, so you could see I was about to press it.
I was on a roll. We got to go with Javo, though. Javo, tell us about what happened in the women's basketball game yesterday against Buffalo. And you know what? Introduce yourself to the proud listeners of Project 989.
Proud listeners, fans. My name is John Evans, a.k.a. Javo, a.k.a. Sportsline. I host Sportsline here at cm-life.com. But that's beside the point. Let's talk about women's basketball. It was a weird start yesterday, noon start.
Can I interrupt?
Yeah, go ahead.
Are you going to be on Sportsline this week? Because I tuned into Sportsline like the avid listener that I am. Is it a listener or a watcher? I don't know. But anyways,
you're a viewer.
Yeah, and you weren't there, so can you explain that to us?
We had some audio problems, and the schedules just didn't work out. So yeah, I'll be there next week. Don't worry.
All right.
But yeah, it was a noon start yesterday, and it was an all-day event. Michigan fighting for hunger. They raised some money. That was good. But the game was not so good.
How was the defense, though, Javo?
The defense was not good either. CMU scored 89 points and still lost by 3, 92-89. They literally, for about the first 3 minutes of the second half, they played defense, and then it just flaked off. And they're
89 points. 89 points if we're keeping track at home, which is more than double the men scored on Sunday. Correct?
Nearly triple. Let's talk about the men's team tonight at McGurk Arena, 7 p.m. They play East Division, Miami of Ohio, and Miami's a very balanced team. I think they come in 8-11. For some reason, the numbers don't go towards CMU. I mean, they got 3 balanced, scoring threats in Ballard, Mavunga, and Winbush. I got a sneaky suspicion. Maybe I'm trying to pay him back. I like CMU for some reason, especially if Jalen Thomas comes back, which he's supposed to play tonight.
What time is it right now?
What time is it right now? It's 10:47.
So you think that parking lot's pretty full at the SAC right now? I mean, they start
They
start
block
setting
it
up
off at 7 a.m.
7 a.m. I mean, like Javo said earlier, the demand to watch these basketball teams is just so much. But
Heaven forbid if
let me
people need to use the SAC.
let me park in the west parking lot of the SAC until 5 o'clock, okay? All right? Parking here.
Okay, you know what? We got an email. Our first email that actually, went through it made it through. It's not in the junk mail. It's from Kyle, a CMU alum.
Oh, doesn't that sound good, Kyle? A CMU alum. He should be so proud.
First real email that didn't get to the junk.
Fenech onto something there. It does sound good.
It's so elegant, Kyle, a CMU alum.
And,
Congrats, Kyle.
He's got a few questions for us that he wants us to answer. And he also, I feel like he went to the Fenech School of Facebook Creeping because he even knew Java was a guest. How I know that,
Oh,
I
wow.
don't know. He knows what he looks like. We're going to get into it right here. And we're going to start with question number 1. And this was a big topic this week. The bigger China doll on the Detroit Lions. Is it Zach Follett or is it Matt Stafford? Now Follett came out. He called Stafford out. Called him a China doll. His quarterback a China doll. Is he right? Yes. Can you say that? What do you think, Javo? Because I think no. You can't say that about your quarterback.
Honestly, I get a feeling that Follett might be pretty close with Stafford, and I think that they might be able to joke about this behind the scenes. But at the same time, let's be serious. He is a China
That
doll.
was easy.
He is a China doll. But you know what? Zach Follett's a China doll too, maybe. He's out all year with a neck injury. Fenech?
That's like a neck injury, though. I'll cut him some slack with it. I think Stafford's a China doll until he can prove us otherwise.
I think that was kind of a joke because they both were out for most of the
Yeah,
year.
but
I think
thought-
that might have been a joke.
Did you see the video?
No, I
Oh
didn't
my
see
gosh,
the video.
check it out. It's epic. I don't know if to be like that. I think it's epic. I was very entertained watching it. He's a crazy dude. He's the kind of guy that I want playing linebacker for the Lions. whether
Yeah,
he's
he
good or
is
not.
really cool.
Yeah, like he's like crazy.
Let's go to question 2. And this is from Kyle still. Worst to see on TV, Rich Rod or Matt Millen? And I'm just going to say, you know what? I don't like Rich Rod on TV right after this, but Matt Millen is disastrous. I'm talking disastrous. I don't want to see him. He's on Michigan. He's on Michigan State games. He's on Detroit Lions games.
Go,
They're
Job. What do you
torturing
think?
us.
More torturous to watch on TV. I'm going with Rich Rod because anybody who sings Josh Groban at a banquet is not cool for me. And although I don't put too much into his insight, Matt Millen was a football guy. He played linebacker for the Raiders when they were really, really good, and he knows his stuff about football. I mean, maybe not about personnel.
Can we get a Brandon? Can we get a cut for not a cut, but we need to get a clip of Javo saying that Matt Millen knows his stuff about football, so we can just use it over and over again for stupid things that have been said on the podcast. But I'm gonna go with Rich Rod just because any guy that has the potential to bust out a Josh Groban tune on the air is good with me. So I mean, I'm kind of intrigued to see him. He's a better looking guy than Matt Millen is, and he always seems kind of nervous. Like when he's talking, like you're gonna see him up on camera, he's gonna be sweating a little bit. You know what I mean?
I think this third question, though, may be the most important question, and this is a personal question for us from Kyle. Which do both of you prefer, blonde or brunette, or ginger in Andrew's case, and in honor of Javo being a guest? Now he's referring to one time. How he has this information, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's good at what he does. He's got his sources around campus. It was a one-night thing, and it was after the Red Wings lost the Stanley Cup in 2009. Ginger, ginger. It's slang term for redhead for our listeners. We do not discriminate. What we do know is my preference is brunette. It used to be a blonde, and I've swayed to brunette.
Yeah, I'm brunette all day.
Javo, do you have a preference?
Brunette.
Do you think Dexter? I'm talking about Dexter Morgan from Showtime. Do you think he's a redhead?
He's got red hair.
Done deal.
My hair
Done
will.
deal. That's a huge debate.
I'll tell you right now, my hair will look like his when I'm his age. It gets progressively darker as the years go by.
Done deal. Done deal.
Yeah, I'm brunette all day. They just seem a little bit more down to earth to me. I don't know.
All right, I think we could wrap it up with a quick question. All-Star Weekend. What's more irrelevant, NHL All-Star Game or the Pro Bowl?
There's a Pro Bowl this weekend?
Pro Bowl's garbage.
Wait, you haven't made your weekly wrong predictions though.
Okay.
At least rattle 3 of them off.
I will
CMU's
say-
gonna win tonight. Okay, that's wrong.
You know, for
What do
the
we
sake
got?
of being- for the
The
sake of
NFC's
being
gonna win the
wrong.
Pro Bowl. That's
For
wrong.
the sake of being wrong, Michigan will beat Michigan State at the Breslin Center
Tonight? No.
So
See?
for the sake of being
Okay.
wrong. For the sake of being wrong.
Okay.
For the sake of being wrong.
Okay.
I think that's all we got, though.
We got Burning tomorrow.
We got Burning tomorrow, and I'm saying the NHL All-Star Game with their new format.
Oh yeah, we got to talk about that. I like the NHL All-Star Game. I mean, format or not, I just like seeing a bunch of guys like skate around the ice, do a bunch of sweet moves, not with no fear of getting hit. You know what I mean? That's cool. It just shows your skills.
I like the NHL. Obviously I like the NFL, but I like the NHL All-Star Game a lot better than the Pro Bowl.
I think this NHL All-Star Weekend is going to pull in some pretty decent ratings compared to other All-Star games. I have a feeling. I don't know. Versus has exclusive coverage. The new draft format Friday night, tomorrow night. It's gonna be fun.
That's another clip I want, Brains. I think the NHL All-Star Draft is gonna pull in good ratings this week. Come on, Javo.
All right, we got to get going. Javo, say goodbye to the fans. You'll be back. This guy will be back.
Yeah. He'll be back.
Fans, I'll be back.
I thought it was a good show.
I'll be back.
Hey, we'll see you guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow. With Matt Burning.
Burning.
German Hitman. And that's not a joke.